name is Doug Selby. I am a former chemist and laboratory worker. I've been in the medical industry for a number of years as well. We founded Meadowlark Design Build in 2004, myself and my partner Kirk Brandon. Kirk and I met in college at Michigan State University, so we kind of combined our various expertises and found that we really wanted to sort of explore green buildings and how do you take a home that is, to make a home that is healthy and comfortable and really, really efficient. Both of us are environmentalists and we felt like we could do better. Well, Meadowlark Design Build is a full-service residential design build company, meaning that we do design work as well as building. That could be remodeling, or it could be new custom homes. Every home is unique, and that's kind of how we approach that. We do have a specialty both in sort of our finish items. We started out building custom cabinetry, and we still take a great deal of care and concern in making sure that the items that customers are looking for are able to sort of make their way in very unique ways into the building and to create moments in the home that are special and mean something a little more to our customers. But another reason that I think that we've developed a reputation in the industry is that we do understand how buildings can be more efficient, more healthy, more comfortable. That doesn't happen by accident. It's a part of designing a structure right, and then also knowing how to apply layers that are going to allow us to have a structure that performs fundamentally different from its counterpart that's built in a more, quote, normal fashion. So the formula in my mind is to focus on the building envelope first, because that's like 50% of it right there. And then we start thinking about heat pumps and hot water heat pumps and efficient lighting, everything in the building becoming the most efficient that it can be. When you build a tight building that doesn't leak much energy, you have to start thinking seriously about occupant health. And that is something that we take a proactive approach to as well. Good ventilation systems that recover the energy that you've already paid for once are an essential ingredient in that sort of a dynamic. A lot of this these days can be done with really outstanding modeling that's available, computer modeling of buildings and things like that. So as we get better and better with this and sort of the modeling of buildings and the software takes off, we're starting to understand how airflow should be impacted in that building, and that how we can tune that to have maximum comfort and maximum air quality characteristics too. Well, Meadowlark Design Build is working with the 2030 district in a number of ways. We provide information on not only our building, but also our fleet of vehicles, and also I think kind of we've become something of a poster child for what you can do in retrofitting a building. This starts out as this building is actually 4 buildings. There's the 1874 portion, there's the 1924 portion, there's the 1951 portion, and there's the 1988 portion. And all of them are constructed in a pretty different way, and all of them needed their own sort of ways of approaching the building. This was just a sieve when we bought it. It was uncomfortable, it was unhealthy, and there was just leaking energy out of every place in the building. So over time, and I stress that over time, we have been able to make this one of the most efficient office buildings in the state of Michigan. So for the 2030 district, kind of us recording that process and recording our data that goes along with it has been an important thing. One of the things that got us started, we grew strongly during the downturn, which hit most builders very, very hard. And we quadrupled our volume during that time period. And one of the reasons why was because we were good at talking about the reasons underlying why and how we build that way. The building industry magazines and things like that, the media part of the industry, is typically kind of looking for the next big story. And You know, it took a while, but eventually it started becoming a much more talked about issue and things like that. So we were, you know, one of, you know, kind of a handful of companies that were at a certain scale and were doing this type of building around the country. So that really helped out, because once you start getting national media articles, then the local press was there being like, hey, you know, here's a good news story that's happening in the world of building, which is dominated by really bad news, you know, after the housing downturn. That really helped cement our reputation and helped us become a leading builder in the industry, somebody who, you know, kind of acquired a national platform, if you will, and allowed us to amplify our message even more.